We tell stories in order to live life. I like to start with one. In the 1850s, boiler explosions were normal, one every 4 days, until one day, a large explosion on Mississippi River took 1,200 lives. The notion of insurance and inspection as a bundle offering became the norm on the other side of that big explosion. Today, similarly, cyber attacks takes place every 40 seconds. That's 750 million attacks a year. They come in all form, magnitude, frequency, and yet the most technology-savvy line of products, cyber insurance, is underwritten once a year and is based on 200-question application, conference calls, and emails. I founded Cowbell after 25 years in enterprise software and leading 3 cybersecurity startups to address this dire need of quantifying ever-changing cyber risk. We heard that this morning. And also simplifying and expediting the process of obtaining cyber insurance. Let's consider this. Over the last 6 years, if you stayed at a hotel, if you shopped at a supermarket, if you had a credit report, have a mortgage, have a dog, or simply one of these millions of people, chances are your information is already compromised. The Marriott breach, one of the largest exposures to date, became the PCS record of event, despite $250 million in cyber coverage across multiple carriers. Bloomberg at the time estimated $200 million in fine and $1 per customer for 500 million customers in notifications and credit monitoring. My friends, the worst is yet to come. And the gap in cyber insurability is widening as the demand for comprehensive and standalone cyber coverage is increasing, and yet most of the world is uninsured. Why is it so hard? Among other things, understanding the insured's inside-out cyber risk is the biggest issue for underwriters. And by the way, they wrote $4 billion worth of premiums in 2018. Insureds, on the other side, they're having a hard time proving claims, keeping business interruption claims pending for 18 months and loss ratio less than 50%. And unlike other product lines, distribution is equally hard. It requires cybersecurity expertise. We all know the world is already short of cybersecurity skills. Unlike auto and home and other lines where we have hundreds of years of actuarial tables and heat maps, cyber requires inside-out risk data, which is hurting all these 3 pillars of innovation in our industry today. What can be done? There is race to data. At Cowbell, we are identifying insurable threats and quantifying risk exposures customer by customer, inside out. Using deep learning techniques and actuarial science, we are providing likelihood of the insurable threats and calculating the impact of those risk exposures. Think of Cowbell's, these insurable threats, the library of these insurable threats, we call them Cowbells. Think of it as telematics for auto. Think of it as Fitbit for life. Cowbells for cyber. I bet it has a ring to it. And by the way, law of large numbers, as I become a producer in California, the more cowbells are desired and much better. Pun intended. How does this help enterprises? If I'm an enterprise risk manager, we're building this platform for enterprise risk managers, a cloud-based SaaS-delivered, inside-out observability platform that can give these risk managers insights into their risk exposure on a continuous basis. So now they can select the type of coverage they need. Now they can implement the remediation guidance so they can become more insurable, improve the risk. And finally, they can optimize premium. Now this unique approach is not only a differentiator, it complements all of the outside-in approaches that we hear about 20-second cyber score in the industry today. How does it help carriers? The Cowbell factor. This continuous risk ratings across all of these insurable threats now can be used by underwriters to build a new cyber line, to enhance existing product, build a standalone and comprehensive cyber program, a cyber policy that is aligned to the individualized risk of that organization, and also expedited underwriting and binding process. This capability, the Cowbell factor, interlocks the software program and the insurance program together, making it highly unique and differentiated. We're taking this one step further. We are combining coverage and observability to serve the mid-market enterprises in retail, healthcare, and financial services industries. By combining the software platform and the insurance program, we can now understand the exposure accumulation. We can also simplify and expedite the process of obtaining cyber insurance, much more simplified, expedited way. If I'm a carrier, we now have a continuous understanding of cyber risk of the insured, and finally, a full loss control loop can be achieved using Cowbell Cyber observability platform. In conclusion, Cowbell enables cyber risk transfer using this unique and proprietary approach for risk selection and pricing. In the end, as we launch our platform towards second half of the year, we're looking to develop our program partnership with carriers, brokers, reinsurers. We're seeking managing general agency paper with carrier. We're seeking capacity, more than $1 million, perhaps more than 5 with reinsurers. We're seeking distribution partnership with brokers in all 50+ admitted markets. And more importantly, we are, as we gear up to launch this platform, we're looking to mass pilot this at hundreds of mid-market customers. We will be presenting on June 4th at the IASA conference, and we will showcase our platform and technology at the InsurTech Connect on September 23rd in Las Vegas. I'm around. You can find me. I'd love to have a conversation, answer your questions. You can drop me a line, jack@cowbellcyber.ai. Thank you, and I appreciate your time here.